What's going on, guys? It's Isaac here. Whoa, and today is going to be another one of my IPGS videos. Not a collection video, not an overview video, not a playthrough video, but today it's actually going to be a different kind of my videos, which I'm going to be starting the IPGS Duel Mode playlist. Now, what this is I've noticed that in my games and other people's games, not even mine, in the community in general, the duel mode in a game is often very overlooked and very, yeah, it's just a duel mode. And I don't want that to happen. As I'm working on my Ben 10 old generation game, I'm realizing how intricate, how in-depth I'm trying to make my duel mode. And I did that with Star Wars as well, but I noticed that people kind of just skip over the duel mode in these paper games. In real video games, everybody goes to them, but in paper games, there is kind of I've noticed there's a kind of negativity about them, that they're not really playable, that no one really plays them, that they're just a tacked on mode. And this playlist is kind of a counter to that, showing you guys that duel mode can actually be a good thing in these games. And sadly, I'm gonna have to start with Dragon Ball Z. And what I mean by sadly is that it's my first fighting game, so obviously it's gonna be down to par, but I'm gonna be working up my way. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z 2, Dragon Ball Z Legends, Legends 2, Dragon Ball, DBZ Legends 3, Naruto, Naruto 2, Naruto 3, Naruto Battle Destiny 1 and 2 collection, and then Star Wars. Because I'm skipping over Dora and Fake Channel, because I mean duel mode isn't really supposed to be present in those games anyway. Those games are the games that duel mode really isn't supposed to be really necessary. But games like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and Star Wars, that's where I'm going to be going today. In this short little, these are short little videos they're going to be. In this short little video, I'm going to be playing one match of a Dragon Ball Z DBZ 1, a match from duel mode of it, just to show you guys how I grow from game to game in the level that comes with the duel mode. And that's pretty much what's going to be this part one of the video, Dragon Ball Z, just showing you how I kind of start from the bottom with these games, with the fighting games in the duel modes at least, and I'm going to work my way all the way up to Star Wars, and then ending it off with old generation, which is almost complete. I'll tell you guys that right now, is almost complete. But I'm gonna be ending it off with Star Wars when this playlist is finished, and you guys are gonna see how duel mode has grown to be when I go up to Star Wars. Jeez, I can't talk today. But without further ado, let's just jump into DBZ1's duel mode. Alrighty guys, here we are, and I'm excited to show you where I start from with these duel modes with this very old looking Dragon Ball Z game. Now, I mean, I told you guys this game is very, very long, but it also is very basic and very old, being that I made it in 2008, and it's an extremely old game. I got my cartridge here, guys. I'm ready to play. I got the game system all packed up, and I'm gonna take out the wireless controller, my new wireless controller that is much easier to show you guys in these gameplays kinda, and I'm just gonna insert this cartridge for fun. You guys know it does absolutely nothing at all, but it's all for fun and imagination. So if we just place that thing here, this is not an overview, this is not a playthrough, it's kind of a miniature playthrough, as we're going to click A to begin. It's kind of a miniature playthrough, just showing specifically the versus mode, and how I'm going to show you that as time kind of goes on, my games depend more and more on the duel mode. And over here, maybe it was a tacked on mode, we'll see in a second, but I'll show you guys when we get to Star Wars, my most recent game with a duel mode in it, that I really do make duel mode its own separate thing, not just a tacked on mode. So that's where we're kind of leading up to. So I'm going to go ahead and click versus. Whoa, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and click versus mode here, as hopefully I get to look at it, and here it is. So we're only looking at versus mode in these playlists, and here's the options that we have right off the bat. One player versus the computer, one player versus another player, watch the computer, or two player versus another computer. Now this is pretty cool because believe it or not, guys, what's going on? This is not in any of my other games. This little selection thing, it's not in any of my games. In my other games, it's only one versus a computer, and that's all you're gonna get. So that's pretty cool, a unique twist on the games. But of course, we're gonna go ahead and click 1v the computer, and we go to this huge character selection screen that I'm sure you guys remember. I showed you guys a lot of footage of this game. And as you can see, we're playing with no characters unlocked. All these characters you unlock inside the story mode, and I'm not going to go ahead and play the story mode just to unlock all these characters so you guys could see me play as them. I'm just going to stick to the 7 that you start off with in this game. So this is basically the duel mode so far. And just to explain the playlist one more time, what I'm basically going to be doing is just playing one duel mode match from each of my games that have a duel mode in it. I don't know why I was taking so long to explain it before. That's what this playlist is basically. It's just going to be me playing one match of duel mode from every one of the games, just showing you how the games change. Because I do feel that duel mode is very overlooked in some games. So here we are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick just regular Krillin here just to kind of change it up. Going to pick Krillin here, and what I'm going to see, who am I going to verse? I actually want to do a little fun. Verse Kid Gohan. Gonna verse Kid Gohan there, and I'll be right back. I gotta cut this video because I gotta look in that huge character pouch that you guys know that I have to try and find these 2 characters, and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, it took me about 15.5 hours, but I finally looked through this gigantic character pouch and I found the 2 smallest characters in the game. Why did I pick the 2 smallest? I don't know, but I found them and I'm ready to begin this game. So we're going to turn the page and boom, we already have a gigantic, huge, colossal flaw. It doesn't tell you how to play, and I was worried about this. I tell you how to play this game, but I tell you in the first battle of the story mode. I do not tell you in the duel mode, and you can see in Star Wars and in Old Generation, I tell you from the duel mode and the story mode how to play, so that's a big God on my part that I didn't bother to put it. Of course, it was my first game, but still, now we have to do is look over here, the first battle of the story mode. I'm surprised it just flipped to it like that. The first battle of the story mode, and now we can see the controls. A to punch, R to charge, X for special, E for Kai Blast, C to transform, and B to kick. So, someone's got to remember that. But I mean, oh man, how am I going to remember this? Alright, so let's just do this as we can, sorry. So here's how the main duel mode screen looks. Nothing at all special about it. It's just 2 health bars. It's not colored. It's not anything like that. This is my older game. I color. I make stages in all my other duel modes. But you see that this one is the most basic one. So if I kind of flip here, I can see the controls. Oh, you know what I'm going to do, guys, to be smart? I'm going to write down the controls on a separate piece of paper. That way, I could then just have it on the side because I don't know what I'm doing. So I'll see you guys in a bit again. Alrighty guys, hopefully that was the last pause, but here we go. I wrote it down real quick, the controls to the game, so I have it on the side of me just so I know. That was really dumb of me not to put the controls on the actual duel mode screen, but of course I fixed that in my most recent games. So okay, I'm going to, man, I should have got a die. Oh, I'll be right back. Okay. And guys, I just got a, what is this, a nickel that I found on the floor. So what I'm going to do, if it's on tails, he attacks first, heads, I attack first. The heck is this, guys? Have not seen this coin. I'm guessing this is heads. And this is, yeah, that is heads. I never seen that coin. That's kind of cool. But I go first here. I have the finisher booklet ready, and if you guys don't know what a finisher booklet is, just check out my old Dragon Ball Z overview video, then you'll see what that is. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start off strategically and press R to charge. Now, 5 charges and I get to do my finisher. I don't have a charge bar here, but I add those into my my sequel, so don't worry. I'm just going to draw on the bottom there. That is 1 charge. So let's see what he's gonna do. I'll make him be a little tough on me. I'll make him punch me. So that's gonna do 2 bars. The punches are actually very powerful. The kicks do only 1 bar. Punches do 2 in this game. Alrighty, so I'm already taking a huge beatdown, and I'm not going to risk it again by charging. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch him. Now, the problem with this game is there is no combos, and all the characters play exactly the same, except for the finisher booklet, which then you have all the characters' different finishing moves. All in all, however, each character has, you can't double punch, you can't double kick. That's the big problem with this game, but don't worry guys, I'm supposed to be accelerating on how good the game is throughout the duel modes and not be getting better from this game. So don't worry, this game is supposed to be this kind of mediocre as the first game. Alrighty, so what he's going to do probably is he's going to charge. I'll make him give me a little break. He's going to charge. Alrighty, so we're about at the equal stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge up again, click that R button, because I really do want to charge up my finisher here, because even if he hits me a bunch of times, once I charge up this finisher, I'm going to be able to kind of hit him back with all that force he hit me with. Alright, let's say what he's going to do is he's going to be kind of mean. He's going to punch me. I know I'm being kind of mean on myself, but I'm trying to make this hard for everybody. The finishers do 4 blocks of damage. Alrighty. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a huge risk here. I'm charging again. Now you guys might be saying, wow, Isaac doesn't even know how to play his own game. But don't worry guys, I know what I'm doing. This finisher does 4 blocks of damage, and my friend here hasn't even charged up 2, so I'm pretty good so far. So I'm going to say what he's going to do is he's going to charge up, give me a little break. Alrighty. And what I'm going to do is, don't worry guys, I'm going to charge up again. Now you guys might be saying, well, what if you make him hit you next time, all this stuff. Don't worry guys, I have something up my sleeve here. Alrighty. So what he's going to do is he is going to punch me, be a little mean. And this game could be so fun because it's meant to be played with a brother, a cousin, a sister, anything like that. It's meant to be played like that. You see, I'm kind of having a good time playing this game by myself. So playing with friends, I imagine, could be even cooler. I got to try that one day with this game. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge up all the way. So now this big beating that this kid Gohan has been giving me this whole game is going to be retired. So it's his turn now. What he's going to do is he's going to charge. Alright, so he's 3 bars. Alright, what I'm going to do, because I am halfway, I got to start getting into this game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click X for my special maneuver in this game. And this is when you turn to the finisher booklet. Keep flipping until I find, where is it? Krillin. I don't want to cut the video, guys. Cut the video on you guys too much. So hopefully I can find this in a nick of time, really. And I do. And here's Krillin's finisher. It says Krillin Destructo Disc. You just turn to the page. You put Kid Gohan on there. And it's like he's just hitting him with this big Destructo Disc here. And that is his finisher. And what's going to happen now is I take away 4 bars, 1, 2, 3, 4 bars of health on this Kid Gohan. So now we are almost of equal health level. So I hope my plan worked out there. Now it's his turn. What he's going to do is he's going to charge. So now he's 1 bar away from doing his big finisher move. And I really cannot allow him to do that, or else then I'm done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move closer to him a little bit. And I'm going to punch him. That's the most powerful regular attack you can do in this game. And if you guys see that this fighting is turn-based, I'm having a bunch of fun with it, but it could be a little boring sometimes, turn-based fighting. So that's why my most recent games actually strafe away from that, and they become just free battle fighting games. And that's when my games are actually going to get really good, because I'm having a lot of fun with this, and this is not even the extent of what my games could be. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do is what he's going to do, his turn, is he's going to charge up again. So now he's ready to do his finisher here. So now I'm basically done. But I'm going to try to fend off for myself anyway. I'm going to move a little closer to the guy. I'm going to punch him. And alright, now he's gonna do his finisher. So I'm gonna look into my I'm purposely making this battle hard on myself. I don't know why, but I don't know, it's kind of a fun challenge. If I could find Kid Gohan here. Here we go. And his is Masenko. So if we put this in the middle and we put Krillin here, it's like I'm getting hit with this Masenko here. And that takes up 4 bars of my health. So I am nearly dead here, but guess what, guys? My plan worked. I'm not lying to you guys here. I have 2 bars of health left, because that half bar doesn't count. And he has 2 bars of health left. So lucky me, I got the edge here. I'm gonna click A. I'm gonna just win him there, and that was actually a really lucky win, guys. And that was one duel mode battle. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this first duel mode playlist collection video type thing. Duel mode is a very underlooked mode, so I'm glad that I could finally bring a couple of these videos to you guys to show you that this mode could actually be very fun if done correctly. And this game is not even to the extent of what I could do with this duel mode, as you guys are going to see, probably starting in Legends 2 and 3, and starting in Star Wars, which is my best duel mode experience yet, and Old Generation, the game that's coming to you guys really soon, is going to be my best duel mode yet, only because of the sheer amount of combos and unlockable things that each character plays differently from one another. And as you can see, I had a bunch of fun here, but each character plays the same way. In that game, I'm going to have even more fun. You guys, hopefully, if I ever get the chance to send those games to you, are going to have even more fun because there's character-specific combos. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you later. Bye.